What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your general love reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But let's begin. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Jordyn. I'm a Master Reiki Practitioner and Tarot Reader, so check out my website for all those goodies. But let's see what's going on for you. Okay, we're going to do you, your person, the situation, but energies can be reversed, okay? So let's see what's going on. Two of Pentacles. Decisions. Choices. It's inconsistency. The Two of Pentacles to me is the card of teeter-totter. And balance, temperance, right? Moderation. Seven of Cups. It's working through distortion. It's working through illusion. The Seven of Cups is moving to clarity, right? And with Temperance there's a need for patience. There's a need for patience as the clarity, the Seven of Cups, slowly comes in, right? So if right now you're unsure of what to do with your relationship or where it's going, just be patient because the fog is about to clear, right? Let's see what's going on the other person's side. Page of Pentacles. Pages are students. It's also a beginner's mind, right? Wanting to rebuild. Five of Pentacles. It's a loss mentality. It's a lack mentality or a fear of abandonment. Yeah, they might have an internal dialogue of like they're always going to be abandoned. They're always going to be rejected. They're not worthy. Because the Five of Pentacles is the lack. It's I don't have enough, or I'm not enough, or I'm not worthy. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, that's a lie. It's not the truth. It's just almost, not almost, but it's how they perceive it, right? It's the internal dialogue. Okay, so let's see the current situation. Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit, and the Page of Swords. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Hermit and the Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles is kind of like resistance to working, to building. The Hermit is the wanting to go within to get this clarity. The Page of Swords is not knowing what to say, not knowing what to communicate. This feels heavy on the heart space though. This does. It's like there's a desire to build something, but how do I say what I want to build? How do I say that this is where I want to go, or this is what I want to do, or like I want to move in this direction? It feels like someone does want to be alone though, to be honest. Like they want space. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's the pause. They don't want to build on the Ten of Pentacles quite yet because there's an internal transformation going on. Death in reverse. It's speaking of the shedding of the old. Yeah. Okay. So we have an energy of like non-action because of confusion. We have somebody who wants to take action, but it's kind of like, what if I get rejected or abandoned or they don't want me? And the overall energy is the need to just kind of let it be right now. Just be patient. Go Hermit. Focus on self because there's just a big lack of clarity and disconnect going on. Okay? So let's clarify. Let's see what's going on here between these two people. Because with the clarifiers, we'll see what the disconnect is, where it's going, all the goodies we most want to know. Show me what I most need to see for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's look at this Two of Pentacles. It feels more so like uncertainty, to be honest. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles on top of the Two of Pentacles. It's validation for me as a reader that the channeled message is correct. And with the Two of Wands, it's in the Seven of Pentacles. They're unsure of what to invest in right now. This feels like on an individual level, like what do I want to invest in and how is that going to affect this relationship? Where should I go? What do I want to do for myself? How's that going to affect my person? Blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of uncertainty. Let's look at it's like a what's that phrase? Not trigger happy. It's like the opposite. Like they're trigger shy. Like they're hesitant to take action on things right now. Let's look at Temperance and the Seven of Cups. Five of Cups in reverse and Justice. Yeah, the need for patience. Temperance is the need for patience. There's a release. There's a release going on between these two people, very much so. And this person, this individual over here, I feel is really struggling to release what transpired or what is currently going on between the two of them. And the Divine, because the major arcanas, right, Justice and Temperance, are major arcana. It's universal energy. It's divine energy that's saying, hey, there's a need for patience right now because this contract is being healed. It's being balanced. It's being fixed. We're putting things back into moderation, back into balance. So let's look at the Seven of Cups, what this clarity is. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. This is a mirrored energy here. This feeling of lack or not enough or rejection or abandonment or unworthiness. Because the Five of Pentacles is those limiting beliefs of the scarcity mindset. It's literally the card of the scarcity mindset or being left out in the cold, right? Of being ditched, left out in the cold, which is why it's typically depicted as snow or somebody running away, abandonment or cold. Hello, right? Lovely. This individual is going to slowly recognize that they mirror this energy back and forth to one another. And they're going to move out of that. They're going to move this, I was just about to say, they're going through something very deep, very spiritual on this side. Judgment, upright, and the Knight of Pentacles. They're being pulled into their soul's call. This individual over here who's struggling to release things. So if you feel as if you're holding a grudge at this time, it's not so much that this person's holding a grudge as more so that they're finally stepping into their authentic self. And it's almost like their 3D self is telling them that like they're angry and they're holding a grudge about this, but really it's the ego holding on to an old way of being as their higher self is pulling them into their soul's true calling. And so now that they're going into what their soul's really wanting them to do, and this person might have been a catalyst for them, right? It could have been a catalytic relationship in the sense of this person pushed all the triggers that had to be pushed in order for them to heal and align with their most authentic self. And that's what they're moving into. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's showing me that they are unsure of what steps to take because the Knight of Pentacles is the most methodical, slowest moving knight in all of tarot. And so it's kind of like, what do I want to do with my life? I know I'm meant to do something great and grand now, but what is that? So let's see how this person plays a role in it, because they're laying down the first pentacle, right? But they also mirror this trauma back and forth. I like this. This is cool. I like catalyst bonds with people because catalyst bonds are spiritual. They're divine relationships of healing. Can they be karmic? Yeah, but they could also be authentic too. They could be the end of karmic cycles and something that it's very transformative for both people. King of Wands, yeah. This person's very ambitious. They're very attractive. They're very determined. A King of Wands is like a CEO energy. It's the person who is, they can come across as very cocky because they're known as their fire energy. They're master manifestors. They like to be in charge. They like to be leaders. They're very creative. They're very into the arts. They're very into the esoteric as well, the King of Wands. But again, just because it's a masculine energy doesn't mean that it has to be a man. So just be mindful that energy is not gender. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. This individual is very into like, yeah, so this is like someone shifting out of their 3D into their higher self. And this is someone who's already in their higher self, but is like balancing the 3D and the spiritual realm at the same time. They're releasing the old way of this dynamic. They're like, hey, let's rebuild. That's what the Page of Pentacles is. It's the new foundation. Like, let's start over. It's the beginner's mind. And with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles, they're like, I'm totally fine just erasing our entire history. Like, let's get rid of it. Because the Two of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles tells me that they're not holding on to it. They're not holding on to what they were, to what was. They're like, let it go. Like, let it die. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Swords. Yeah, and they're aware that this feeling of rejection and abandonment has to be healed. The Four of Swords is this energy of healing. It's this energy of they need to come home to self. They need to spend time on their own endeavors, their own hobbies, all of this. Become the individual. Because the Four of Swords is a energy of withdrawal, of isolation and meditation. So that's probably why the Five of Pentacles is there. They're aware that this might be triggering a Five of Pentacles energy in the other person if they pull back into themselves to do this healing. But it's not really that they're trying to abandon anybody. They're just trying to come back home to who they are. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So there's the miscommunication, especially considering we're about to be in Mercury retrograde, which is in Gemini. And this is Gemini, Knight of Swords energy. I believe that actually starts tomorrow on the 10th. Today's the 9th. And that's exactly what this may trigger. This person, as they start to focus more on themselves and whatever it is they want to create, because as a King of Wands, they're definitely getting into creative energy. It might trigger this other individual to think that they're getting abandoned or left behind, and that's not the case at all. They're becoming very independent is what's happening here. Ace of Swords in reverse. So let's see what distortion is going on this person's side. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. Okay, let's take all of this. All right, so they're very honest. They are very honest. With the Page of Cups, there's a lot of like fun, lighthearted, flirty energy here. The Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups, they realize this is the past. This is what they see about the past. Yep, this is all about the past. Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, there's the Two of Cups in reverse. Nobody was happy as an individual in this dynamic, and they see that clearly with the Seven of Cups there, because the Nine of Cups is an individual's happiness, right? And they realized it was very self-sabotaging. Seven of Swords, it was really deceptive. There could have been a lot of lies. There could have been a lot of cheating even, because the Seven of Swords is sabotaging behavior. It's also sneakiness. It's a lack of trust. Okay, and with the Page of Cups there, because as you see, they're sneaking away. They're sneaky. Okay. But the Page of Cups, it's the awareness that there was vulnerability. Like there was vulnerability, there was authenticity here, but there was this eeriness to it all. And that's why the Devil showed up. So we have the Devil, right? That toxicity, the codependency, the addiction, the fears, the limiting beliefs. That's what the Devil represents. It's that attachment, right? What are you holding on to that is toxic in this relationship or within yourself as an individual? And that's what had to go, because it was ruining the foundation of the relationship and creating a lot of insecurity, a faulty foundation. And it was stopping both people from being in their feminine, from wanting to nurture one another, from wanting to be like safe and stable and secure, because feminine energy is very loving and nurturing and supportive, but when it's distorted, it comes within and or it grabs onto the other and squeezes really tight. It's one or the other in regards to that spectrum. And with the Star here, this had to happen and had to happen this way, because if this did not fall apart in this form, it would have been a missed opportunity to address these wounds. So let's look at the Hermit. The Hermit. Why we're kind of disconnecting from one another here. Why is the Hermit here for Cancer? Nine of Wands. Okay, the Wounded Warrior. So we're getting close to a 10, which is good. We're approaching the end of the cycle. It's the Purge. Yeah, Tower. Sudden realizations. I like that. Aries, Mars, Scorpio energy. It's the falling away of what is no longer needed. This might have been a really, really, really long cycle for you. It could be anywhere from 10 to 19 years, because that solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th was a 19-year karmic cycle. So I say anywhere from 10 to 19 years because that's kind of what this karmic cycle was all encompassing in that time frame. So if you've been closing out habits of that length of time, it's coming to an end or has the opportunity to. And we do have a true pair here. King and Queen of Wands, but there's definitely some issues with, the Emperor, with control and authority between these two people, wanting it their way or the highway. And that might have been something that was ping pong back and forth, and that's what's coming to an end. Tapping into the feminine, a very healthy feminine energy to allow the relationship to flow. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles, the overall. The Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. Page of Wands, Magician, Ace of Cups. Yeah. So the separation is happening because both people are going to be addressing the need to control. Emperor is distorted masculine energy, and the Magician in reverse is also distorted masculine energy for me as a reader. And with the Page of Wands there, that tells me that this distorted masculine need for control, to control other people, is rooted in fear, rooted in insecurity, right? Wanting things your way, not allowing people to flow or having expectations. There's a need for both people to tap more into a healthy feminine energy. And that's what's going to help this relationship work. But that's what both people need to work on as individuals. They're not working on a Ten of Pentacles together. They're working on a Ten of Pentacles as an individual. Stability as one. So when they come together, they can have stability as a unit. Okay? And that's why it's the Ace of Cups. It's self-care first. Because they cannot care for one another because they don't know how to care for self. It's overcoming codependency, basically. Yep. Whatever you're attached to, addicted to, all of that jazz. It's because codependency is just an addiction. So, but this is what I have for you, my dears, and I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box, and check out my Patreon channel if you want access to more content, or you want help on your spiritual path, or you want to learn about energy work and all that. But yeah, I love you. I wish you the best. Like this video. It helps the channel grow, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.